Hello people of the world and beyond, Merciless Charizard here again, and welcome back to another episode of Let's Play Pokemon Emerald, Merciless, or Merciful Nuzlocke. In the last episode, we explored beyond Rustboro City, and in Rustboro City. Unfortunately, we didn't get to Ruster Tunnel, but we'll hopefully get to that in this episode. But what we're going to do right now is head inside the gym. Now this time things are going to be a little interesting, because this time I have to go without visiting the Pokemon Center at all, and I have to fight every single trainer that I have access to. Unfortunately, that means I have to teach Cornelius Cut because I have nothing else, and I can't catch anything that uses Cut because I didn't catch anything on Route 116 in the next episode. Whoops. Oh, well, this first gym isn't too bad. It's basically rock types, and having a grass type and a water type, this is going to be... it's going to be a breeze. And by that I mean I'm slightly underleveled, but the first two Pokemon that the gym leader has are Geodudes, and they actually survive. Wow. I'm actually impressed with that. Did not expect a Geodude to live and absorb. Under any circumstance. Also, Jesse's going to be useless in this gym because Bug types get stomped on by rock types. Your rock Pokemon need room to rampage? Well... Ruster Tunnel is probably a bad spot with all the Whismur. Honestly, there's only one Pokemon in this entire gym that I'm mildly worried about, but I might just have Harold fight all the gym leaders' Pokemon, because, quite frankly, since I'm on set, I don't want to run the risk of switching out unnecessarily and taking a crit to the face. But hopefully Harold will end up at level 15 by the time this gym's over. Either that or just try to get to Cornelius to a high level so it can evolve soon. Yeah, going to the gym, it's going to be a bit of a breeze, except for maybe one Pokemon the gym leader has, but other than that, it shouldn't be a boring episode, hopefully. So, I'm glad I at least rolled different rules than the two I've been rolling for the last two episodes, because I was literally cycling through the same two rules, and that was getting kind of annoying. Alright, so how do I want to do this? I can use items. Yeah, I want to get Harold up a few levels, so I'll just have it basically solo the gym leader, hopefully. Hello? I'm Roxanne, the Rustboro Pokemon Gym Leader. I became a Gym Leader so that I might apply what I learned at the Pokemon Trainer School in battle. Wait, you didn't just graduate from the Pokemon Trainer School, did you? Would you kindly demonstrate how you battle and with which Pokemon? Alright, so here's our first Gym Leader, Roxanne. She's basically a Rock-type Pokemon expert. Or a Rock-type Pokemon expert that has a lot of Geodudes, like Tradition. What? Well, I was wrong in a dozen. I'm not gonna beat these things down with just one water gun. Ugh. At least I didn't get hit by Rock Tomb. That's the thing I was most worried about, because if I get my speed cut early, it might be a hindrance. But we'll see. Is this one gonna survive? No, that leveled up actually helped me a little bit. Either that or I just got a higher RNG roll. Now this is the thing I was worried about. Nose Pass. It's bulky and it doesn't have a lot of damage, but this early in the game, that's not really going to help me. I'm just going to raise my defense so I don't have to worry about taking a lot of damage unless it's from a crit. And thankfully Nose Pass is just going for hardening while I was a speed tie. Well. If it's just going to harden, then that's a waste of time, because I'm using a special attack. What? Why are you using harden 3 times? You've seen me use water gun on your Geodudes. So, you're wasting your time. That is also a waste of time, but at the same time, this means either Harold has to make the nose pass go down, or it goes down first. Judging by the look of things, Harold's gonna win this. Are you even going to attack me at all? You are just stalling for no reason. And that potion's not even gonna help you. Why are you trying to reduce the damage of my physical attacks when I'm using a special attack on you? And you're not even using a stab move! What gives? So much for being worried about this gym leader, then? It didn't even use it. My mind is broken at this point. What? So, I lost. I guess I should have used Rock Tomb more. It seems I still have much more to learn. I understand. The Pokemon League's rules state that trainers are to be given this if they defeat a gym leader. Please accept the official Pokemon League Stone Badge. Okay... But... why didn't you... What? The Stone Badge heightens the attack power of your Pokemon. It also enables them to use the ancient move Cut outside of battle. Please take this with you too. And a TM I'm not going to be able to use unless I get lucky and roll a 6. That technical machine, TM39, contains Rock Tomb. It not only inflicts damage by dropping rocks, it also lowers speed. If you use a TM, it instantly teaches the move to a Pokemon. Remember, a TM can be used only once, so think before you use it. Rock Tomb in earlier generations is not very good. Unless I get a Rock type later and roll the lucky 6, I'm not going to worry about it too much. Anyway, I'm going to do some things before we move on. Since I have access to Cut now, I'm going to go ahead and teach it, because there are trainers that I didn't get in the last episode that I wasn't able to access because we didn't have Cut. And I also need to get Jesse's levels up too, because I really need it in the next gym. Alright, get out! Out of the way! Wait, please! Don't take my goods! Which are in all caps for some reason. So, what's going on over here? Oh, it's you! You're that fantastic trainer who helped me in Pellbrook Woods! Help me! I was robbed by Team Agua! I have to get the Devon goods back! If I don't, I'm going to be in serious trouble. So, he was after papers, and he got goods, so... I guess the papers were the goods then? Oh yeah, I can't run from wild Pokemon either. Courtesy of the rule, I said. So... unfortunately, that means I can't cut any wild Pokemon battles out this time. Sorry, guys. Hopefully this shouldn't be too bad, it's just a Poochyena. A Poochyena that missed. Now you know how I feel! What the... I've taken basically almost no damage this entire episode. I honestly expected this to be a lot harder, but... no! Right now there's... I'll just deal with it. Anyway. Yeah, Cornelius in the second spot. I kinda needed to be there. Wait. That is not a Rich Boy sprite. I am sorry. That is totally not a Rich Boy sprite. That's a random thing. I usually don't go back here that often because I don't like using cuts. I usually just ignore it entirely, actually. Wow. I'm good at wording uncomplicatedly, and I'm also good at wording properly. I probably won't end up cutting these trainer battles out either, so... we'll see. This also might be a slightly longer episode because there might actually be another boss fight that I intend to fight when we get back to Rustboro, and that's when things might actually start getting a bit tricky. Maybe. We'll see. Not more rabid raccoons, and that tail whip is worrying me a little bit. Early game trainers don't need full restores! What the crap? Dude! You have a level 8 rabid raccoon. You do not need a full restore that costs $3,000 to heal a tiny raccoon. I don't get it. Like, I seriously don't. What's the point? Yeah, I'm just gonna have to use special attacks from now on. Let's see. I think I'd be more worried about the Zigzagoon because it actually has the same type of attack bonus attack. Poochyena does no tackle with it, and it can power up with Howl, but it won't get the same type of attack bonus. So I'm not too worried about that. Alright, level 11, that's good. Oh wow, that actually didn't do very much. Well, speaking of idiocy this episode, I am an idiot for using the Psychic-type move on a Dark-type Pokemon. At least I got a crit from Absorb to make up for it, but... wow. That was a pretty bad mistake, I'm not going to lie. Oh, baby, say it isn't so! Are you suddenly like a... what is that? I don't know what to think of. Like some sort of rich boy wannabe rock star or something? We learn all sorts of things at the trainer school. I want to test things out for real. Well, the thing they are never going to test out is freeze, because that's the most unlikely status condition out of all of them. Unless you're just unlucky in high routes. That could be troublesome. I'm gonna switch out. Because Jesse will not be able to handle Psychic types very well. And it won't get a Bug-type move until much later on, and I'm gonna have it dropped by that point, more than likely. Defense Curl, not gonna help you any. Growl, not really gonna help you any. Oh, there's a confusion. Use it on the Pokemon that could just... oh. I think I'll just go ahead and use Tackle. Write it down, Harold! Oh, that didn't work. Ow. That was kind of painful. Alright, thankfully there weren't that many trainers this time around, so I guess I got lucky. See what's over here, though. Let's see, if I remember correctly... Yeah, that's mostly for Pokeblocks. We'll actually get into that a lot later. Veterans of the series know what I'm talking about, but people who have never played a Pokemon game, which I imagine is very few at this point. Well, technically, that's probably not even an excuse to not even show it off, because... what I'm referring to was kind of a limited feature that was mostly for Gen 3 and Gen 4. And Gen 6, Gen 3. Alright, that's all the trainers on this route. In case you're wondering, I already battled some of the trainers in the last episode, that's why I didn't have to worry about them. Let's see, I also got everything from over there, and hi. Oh, what am I to do? We were on our walk, Pico and I, when we were jumped by an odd bug. The scoundrel made off with my darling Pico! Pico! Just calm down, old man. Anyway, here's Rust Turf Tunnel. It's not anything special, and like I said, you can only find Whisper here. And looks like I have to catch one. Might as well use Confusion, because the next trainer I'm fighting, Confusion will be useless, and wow, that actually did a lot. I'll at least catch it so I have something to use some of the HM moves later, if I don't want to force any of my actual in-party Pokemon to be using HMs. Its cries equal a jet plane in volume and inhales through its ear canals. Because of this system, it can cry continually without having to catch its breath. Wish I could do that when I have to sing long notes and make participating in musicals easier. Anyway, I'm gonna name it Boombox. What, are you coming? Come and get some then! Ah, keyhole it all! That hostage Pokemon turned out to be worthless! And to think I made it get away, in this total nowhere! Hey you, so you wanna battle me? It's essentially another grunt with a Poochyena. Not anything special. But it is a required trainer, so I guess I might as well fight to the death. Poison would be pretty lucky right about now, but at least it's not like episode 3 where I couldn't go with using potions. So if things get dirty, I could just heal up. And thankfully, if I need to, I also have Harden to counteract the howls. I don't really feel like switching. Because Jesse really needs the experience to level up. Well, sorry, bud. Not hard at all. Ugh, my career in crime comes to a dead end. This is plain not right. The boss told me this would be a slick and easy job to pull. All I had to do was steal some package from Devin. You want it back that badly? Take it. I'm not an employee, but thanks. And he pushes us out of the way. Pico, am I glad to see you're safe. Pico owes her life to you. They call me Mr. Bridie, and you are? Can everyone get my name just from multiple ellipses? Ah, so you are May. I sincerely thank you. Now, if there's anything that troubles you, don't hesitate to tell me. You can usually find me in my cottage by the sea near Petalburg Woods. Come, Pico, we should make our way home. I'm not even going to try to make a Winkle impression, because that will break my voice and all of your ears. And... Okay, I was about to say, am I really going to encounter no Pokemon before... Well, I'm not going to be able to defeat you unless I get confusion. Yeah, I didn't think so. In the early stages, it's almost impossible to defeat an Abra. And to catch it, you literally have to be lucky. Oh! How did it go? Devin Goods? You did! You got them back! You really are a great trainer. I know. As my thanks, I'll give you another Great Ball. Too bad I'm not going to be able to use it till later again, but hey. Excuse me, please. Please come with me. This is the Devon Corporation's 3rd floor. Our president's office is on this floor. Anyway, I can't tell you how much I'm grateful for what you've done. By the way, that parcel you got back for us, could I get you to deliver that to the shipyard in Slateport? It would be awful if those robbers tried to take it again. You're asking a 10-year-old, potentially defenseless kid besides his Pokemon to go on a seemingly dangerous trip to deliver the goods when I could still just as easily be robbed by Team Aqua as you were. Okay. So, could I count on you to do that for me? I already said I was going to. Oh, that's right. Could you wait here a second? It's been 5 minutes. What's taking so long? Our president would like to have a word with you. Please, come with me. Please, go ahead. Alright. I'm Mr. Stone, the president of the Devon Corporation. And unlike in Omega Ruby Alpha Sapphire, your sprite is very generic. I just got word about you. You saved our staff not just once, but twice. I have a favor to ask of an amazing person like you. I understand that you're delivering a package to Slateport's shipyard. While on the way, could you stop off in Dewford Town? I was hoping that you'd deliver a letter to Steven in Dewford. We kinda don't have a choice since there's Jin there, so sure. Now, you should know that I am a great president, so I'd never be so cheap as to ask a favor for nothing in return. That's why I want you to have this. And we get the Pokemon Navigator. That device. It's a Pokemon Navigator, or Pokénav for short. It's an indispensable tool for any trainer on an adventure. It has a map of the Hoenn region. You can check the locations of Dewford and Slateport easily. By the way, I've heard that sinister criminals, Magma and Aqua, I believe, have been making trouble far and wide. I think it will be best if you rested up before you go on your way. And this does not count as a Pokemon Center. The game just gave me a free heal. I did not visit the Pokemon Center. This isn't my fault. Well then, May, go with caution and care. Alright. So basically right there you get healed whether you want to or not. It's kinda nice at least. Let's see, once we step outside, we're going to get interrupted by more seemingly plot stuff. I've been developing an added feature for the Pokénav, and it turned out great! May I see the Pokénav, the one our president gave you? Wait, how do you know the president gave me this? Have you been spying on us? There you go, May. I added a new feature named Match Call to your Pokénav. Using the Match Call feature, you can chat with people who have been registered in your Pokénav. May, our president's stone should be registered in your Pokénav. Okay, seriously, use pronouns. Test it out. Please give our presidents a call. I barely ever use this for anything, but... well, I'll get into one of the main things about this later. Oh, May, since you called me, the Pokénav must be working properly. Other people will be registered, so try calling them up too. Good, good. You seem to be quite happy. How could I know that? It's because I'm looking down at you from my office window. See you again. At least he admits it. Okay, I better get back to work. Please take care, May. Anyway, the match call feature is usually just attack when trainers that you've already fought and registered in the Pokénav want to rematch you. Oh, by the way, Brendan's here. Oh, hey, May. You had a match call feature put on your Pokénav. Cool! How did you know I got one? Let's register each other so we can get in touch anytime. Ellipses. By the way, May, I walked by Mr. Bryan in Pellberg Woods. I bet he was on his way home to his cottage by the sea. May, how's your Pokédex? Have you filled in any pages yet? Well, I have one fully evolved Pokemon, does that count? Fine, rules. Well, unfortunately, I cannot catch everything and anything I want. Want to have a battle to test how far you've progressed? I do believe this is entirely optional, but I want the experience, dang it. Not to mention I don't have a choice. I know you just became a trainer, but I won't go easy. Well, to be honest, you just became a trainer around the same time that I have, and okay, I had a feeling you start off with Lowe's Head. The only one I'm mildly worried about is Torchic, and I just switched to Herald for that. Also, Assange is a worthless move. Honestly, I doubt Absorb would... Actually, I doubt I needed Absorb to survive for one more Poison Sting. Yeah, definitely didn't. Wait. Did I just say... I think my brain's been broken ever since Roxanne happened. I think I just referred to Brendan as May when I'm the one who's playing as May. Alright, here's his Torchic. You have Ember. I'm not keeping a bug type into you. I'm switching to a water type. And you just go for Scratch, what the heck. That might be an issue if I can't get rid of this chick fast enough. Though it might not, because Torchic is not actually bulky, and I take, like... I basically double resist that at this point, so that was a waste of time. Well... Hi. I was at least lucky enough to have the exact right Pokemon for these areas, and... wow. Just barely lived. You're pretty good. By the way, you know Mr. Briny, the guy I just passed? What about him? I bet you don't know this since you just moved here, May, but Mr. Briny was once a great sailor. Alright. Well, since there's nothing really else that I need to do, I think I'm just gonna go visit Mr. Briny and head on to the next town before I end this off. Let's see. I fought you, and I fought you. I won't worry about registering the Pokénav. If I do grind off screen in certain locations for certain gyms or whatnot, I'll probably just use all the wild Pokemon off screen, and I'll get stronger trainers through the Match Call feature just by going around anyway. Oh, neat! That's the badge from Rustboro Gym. You must be a trainer. You should try using this item. We got the Miracle Seed. Power Grass type moves by 10%. Let's see. Oh, there's an item over there. And at this point, catching Silcoon is worthless, not to mention, I think I'm at the point where I'm not allowed to catch anything in Pebblebrook Woods anymore. And we found another Great Ball. I sound so enthused, and I meant to walk outside of the grass, but oh well. Blowing through the level 5s and level 6s. I have no idea why I tried making a song. I don't ask. Yep, there's something over here. X attack. And yep, Tiny Mushroom. I think those are literally just for a little bit of money. I think, yeah, they really don't serve any purpose in this game. Potion, that's always nice. You're not a trainer. You are an item that I forgot to pick up a few episodes ago. And here's Mr. Briny's cottage. Hello? Hold on, lass. Wait up, Pico. You're May. You saved my darling Pico. We owe so much to you. What's that? You want to sail with me? I have a letter bound for Dewford and a package for Slateport, then. Quite the busy life you must lead. But certainly, what you're asking is no problem at all. You've come to the right man. Set sail for Dewford. Dewford it is, then. Anchors away. Pico, we're setting sail, my darling. And in the middle of the ocean, the phone call that defies time, space, and movement from our father! Oh, May? Where are you now? It sounds windy wherever you are. I just heard from Devon's Mr. Stone about your Poochyena, so I decided to give you a call. It sounds like you're doing fine, so that's fine with me. You take care now. We're just your dad Norman in the Poochyena. I always found that kind of funny, how basically that phone call defies space and time. Ahoy! We've hit land in Dewford. I suppose you're off to deliver that letter to... who was it now? Steven. Alright, I'm gonna heal at the Pokemon Center, and this is where I'm gonna end the episode. You're using a Pokemon Center when you're not supposed to, that's cheating! Well, I ended the episode, and I do it at the beginning of the next episode anyway, so you hush! Anyway, I hope to have someone join me in the next episode, but now that we've reached the 5th episode and we're going further beyond, for every... how do I want to word this? Basically, for every non-5th episode, if you decide to challenge me in the comments, you may well do so. And no, you don't have to type no balls, I just did that for fun. However, just remember that once you challenge me before the 10th episode, you cannot I cannot be challenged again. This is for anyone who decides to challenge me. You're probably better off saving it to try to make it interesting, or try to save it for a gym leader and if I'm about to fight one. But regardless, that's up in the air. Next episode, we'll explore Dewford and all that's around it. So, this is Merciless Charizard, returning to the skies. I'll see you all later.